Welcome back to the Tiger Hangar. This is Mike, and I have talked in the past about the convergence of the Siege line and Masterpiece. And it looks like Hasbro is taking one step closer and going full on G1. Let's get right into it. So, rumors started to swirl around the 25th of September that the next iteration of Siege was going to be Earth-based modes, and there were some information that I guess was leaked or whatever, but now we have some confirmation pictures, which I guess are preceding the NYCC, the New York Comic Con, and it's interesting that that's a new route they go. Let's reveal our hand before the event, but hey, it's cool. We got pictures. It's awesome. Let's look at it and let's talk about it. So this Optimus Prime, he does indeed look good. And I gotta say, I think it looks better than the Siege one. The arms look cleaner. There's just a lot about it that looks really good. Now, I don't know if that whole shield on his left arm is removable or what's up with that. Is that part of transformation? It just seems like there's always something weird to keep it from being Masterpiece-esque. But I still like the look of it. It's pretty awesome. He's going to be leader class size, and leader class size means he's Voyager size and has a trailer. He's going to have a trailer, and he's going to be a Voyager. Just like they've been doing with all the leaders, they've kind of done away with leader class, and you just get Voyagers with accessories. In this case, I think a Prime trailer is more suitable, and it makes more sense. And hey, it'll be, what, $50? Same price as they were selling just the G1 cab. Well, that's another point. There's rumor of a price hike coming for the next round of figures. And I don't have exact pricing on it, but it sounds like about $5 each more across the board. But we will see if that really happens. Let's go ahead and look at some stuff that you can do with the trailer. You can lay them down in it and work on them. He looks like he's got an opening compartment for a matrix in here. So, I mean, we're looking at some of these convergences between Masterpiece and Siege or Mainline, which this does look that good. It looks good. Here he is with it, pretty much the same picture, but him standing up, so he can stand up and get worked on. And this is the same kind of stuff that we've seen all along. I think that the little mechanism up there that we usually see in his trailer just looks a little bit scaled down a bit, but hey, we're going Super G1, and they're flying close to the sun here. Like, real close to the sun. It's exciting. I think the shining star in all this is Grapple. And, well, there's going to be a lot of shining stars, actually. But this thing looks good. Like, it looks really good. And, you know, they show you an angle with this picture where you can see. So there's a little hollowness in the feet, a little hollowness in the thigh. But the main part of the leg just looks like it looked good. Wonder if there's some openness in the back. But hey, not here to pick it to death. I'm here to say how good it looks. Like, it looks good. And I like how the waist seems to be a little narrower and not just, you know, super wide. I like the look of this. And it looks good in both modes. That's another thing, is them looking good in both modes. And I'm wondering if there's like storage for all the accessories. If you look at that little grapple hook on the back and all of that good stuff. This is cool. I like it. There's also a deluxe size Ironworks, which is a Micromaster set from back in the day. And I guess it's going to come with 2 vehicles. I mean, there's not a whole lot of information about it, just pictures and names and all that fun stuff. But, you know, I wasn't so into the Micromaster stuff. I have a few of the G1 ones, but it's going to be interesting to see how this turns out. And, you know, deluxe size is not going to be super huge, but we'll see how that works out. It's kind of one of those things where they're giving us more and more oddities, and I do like that. I do like how Hasbro is not just going to keep making all the same figures over and over and over. They're stretching, and each line and every year we're getting stuff that hasn't been touched on in a long time. Next up, we're going to have a deluxe size Cliffjumper, and your guess is as good as mine how good that's going to look. I think it will be pretty slick. I think it'll be pretty good. And I'm starting to wonder, which I know I sound like I contradict myself sometimes, but it's a surprise that this is the one time they never made a Bumblebee. They didn't make the Cybertron Bumblebee. And I'm wondering why. Like, why no Cybertron mode Bumblebee? Why did they not do that? That's something that we haven't had yet. That's an interesting kind of thought. But hey, Cliffjumper is a good idea. It's a great figure. And Cliffjumper is going to be deluxe size. I think it'll be cool. I'm curious if they put all the engineering that they're doing now, with of course the inclusion of the masterpiece company themselves, Takara, how's this going to look? Another interesting character that's going to be coming along is going to be a Wheeljack. So, thinking about this, what's the Wheeljack going to look like? I know they've made several Wheeljacks over the years, and I'm really excited the route that they're going to go. What's it going to look like? How's it going to transform? I'm not going to lie, I'm really excited. This is some of the most exciting mainline news I've seen. As you know, I haven't been too hot on Siege. I've kind of cherry-picked the couple of characters that I think are cool, specifically the ones I have not seen made before, and those are the ones that kind of get me more excited, and Power Dashers and those kinds of things. But hey, we're getting core characters that we really haven't seen much of from Hasbro, and we're getting obscure characters. This is great. So we're also getting a deluxe version of Hoist. Yes, Hoist. I think that'll be cool. I really would like to have had it in Voyager. I just think he's a bigger character. He should have been Voyager. But they have to have so many figures come out at each price point based on their financial models and all this stuff. But really, I would have rather paid $10 more and had them a little bit bigger. And that would be exciting. That'd be pretty cool. And yeah, I think it'll look good. I think what they're doing right now, like with the Grapple and with the Prime and with this Hoist, is going to look great also. And of course, with Hoist, you can always expect to get a Trailbreaker. So we kind of always get these figures like this, and Hasbro likes to do some repaints, and they want to get the use out of the mold. I know Hoist and Trailbreaker are usually lumped together, but there's some similarities and some differences. But anyway, I would like to see this down the road. And like, this is opening up a world of possibilities, and what else can they be making out there? They have not confirmed a Trailbreaker. This is purely Titanium Hanger assumptions. So another character they're talking about is Earth Starscream, and they didn't show Earth Starscream yet, but I know the Tetrajets looked really good and they're really cool, and I think it's cool that they exist. I think that they gave us something interesting that we've kind of always wanted. But the Earth one is probably what people want more. In the end, that's really what people would rather have. Hoping to see what the difference is between the new Starscream that they're going to come out with and what they already put out in Siege. And of course, with all of these, I'm not seeing any space smut or space gunk. They look super clean. I like my bots clean. So anyway, what do you think about this new path we're going down with the mainline, with the Siege? What do you think about the sizes they're making things? We've got some Voyager, we got some Deluxe. They haven't announced anything Legends, so Legends I guess is done. And Leader is pretty much done. It's just a Voyager with extra accessories. So we're down to Deluxe and we're down to Voyager. Since all we have left really is Voyager and the Deluxe size, I think your shelf's going to be more cohesive. And then maybe they'll put out a Commander class like they did with the Jetfire, Skyfire. And then, of course, the Titans. But really, for the core characters you're going to see on the shelf every day, you're really only going to have two sizes. You're going to have a Voyager, you're going to have a Leader that's really a Voyager, and you're with extra accessories, and you're going to have the Deluxe. That makes for a better looking shelf. Like, as much negativity as I kind of throw out towards the way they're doing it and the pricing and all that, I think in the end, you'll have a more cohesive look on your shelf, and that's a plus. And what figures, what characters would you be looking for them to make in addition to these? Are you excited? Are you upset that you bought the Siege versions and now these come out? Like, subscribe to Dear Hanger out.